Hello everybody, mega goal number 5, third secondary. This is unit 2, rags to riches, and this is the fourth lesson, which is the conversation on page number 24. درس اليوم بيكون المحادثة في صفحة 24. Now let's move on. Let's take a look at the objectives for this lesson. We should listen to the conversation to answer the given questions, and we should read and give the meaning of the expressions, and as well we will answer a couple of the questions. راح نسمع عشان نجاوب على الأسئلة. راح نعطي معاني الكلمات ونقرأ برضو الكلمات أو المصطلحات الجديدة، وآخر حاجة راح نجاوب على بعض الأسئلة. So this is the objectives for this lesson. Now, as you remember, rags to riches, and I have explained this previously, which means if someone goes from wearing rags of clothes to being rich, okay, from being poor to being rich, this when we use the expression rags to riches, okay, من الفقر إلى الثروة. Now move on to page number 24, and before we start the conversation, I'm gonna just give you an introduction about what you will be listening to. Okay, مقدمة. Now Ahmed's parents gave him money as a gift for his graduation, and he is discussing his option of what to do with the money with Ibrahim. اوكي يعني الوالدين احمد اعطوه هدية مبلغ من المال واعطوه هدية للتخرج، وقاعد يناقش خياراته يعني، وقاعد يفكر شنو يسوي بالفلوس، and he's discussing this with his friend Ibrahim. Now move to page 24 and get ready to follow up with the audio as you listen to the conversation between Ahmed and Ibrahim.
Page 24. 4. Conversation. My parents gave me 30,000 riyals for graduation.
Wow! What are you going to do with all that cash?
I don't know. I'm going around in circles about it, driving myself and everyone else crazy. At first I was going to do something really indulgent with it, like take a vacation. I was ready to book it, but then I got cold feet.
Why? I think vacation sounds like a great idea. You've worked really hard for 4 years. You deserve a break.
That's true, but on the other hand, I don't want to spend all that money on something that will be over in a week. So then I was thinking of buying something useful, like a used car.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a great convenience to have a car, but at the same time, I'm used to taking public transportation, and I really don't mind it. Frankly, I can't think of anything that I really need, so maybe I should put the money aside for a rainy day.
Well, yes. I suppose the alternative would be to just put it in the bank until you need it.
Right. But then again, what's the point of having money if you're not enjoying it? Maybe I should do something indulgent with it, like take that vacation.
Now I see how you're driving everyone crazy.
Okay, so right now you had listened to the conversation between Ahmed and Ibrahim. So I'm gonna explain to you the conversation in brief. راح أشرح لكم المحادثة باختصار. Okay, so Ahmed's parents gave him 30,000 Saudi riyals for the graduation, or for his graduation. أعطوه مبلغ 30,000 ريال للتخرج. But it seems that he doesn't know what he's gonna do with the cash. مو عارف قاعد يعني شو اللي قاعد يبغى يسويه بالمبلغ اللي أعطوه. And he's going around in circles. He hasn't decided yet. خلاص. Once he's thinking of taking a vacation, but then he changed his mind. فكر إنه ياخذ إجازة يعني يذهب في رحلة. Then he thought about buying a used car. فكر إنه يشتري سيارة مستعملة. But again he's saying that he's used to the public transportation. هو معتاد على المواصلات العامة. And then he's saying that maybe he will put it in the bank just in case he needs the money. راح يحطه في البنك إذا وقت الحاجة، وبعدين يرجع مرة ثانية يفكر that he should have go for a vacation. He's thinking, that he's thinking of taking a vacation as well, and that's when Ibrahim realizes that's why he's driving his family crazy. يعني الحين فهم ليش عائلته جدا يعني منزعجة من الموضوع, because Ahmed seems that he doesn't know what to do with the money or with the cash. خلاص. So if I ask you, if you were in Ahmed's shoes, لو كنتوا في مكان أحمد, what would you do with this cash, 30,000 Saudi riyals? شو تسوون في مبلغ 30,000 ريال? Would you go on a vacation, or would you buy a car, or would you put it in the bank just in case you need it? Okay, so maybe you can answer the question and leave it in the comment box below. Now let's move on to the new words. Okay, so he said indulgent. What do we mean by indulgent? Okay, it means when you are done or enjoyed as a special treat of pleasure. Indulge something, يعني يستمتع بشيء. Okay, so and there are a couple of the real talk expressions that it was introduced to you in this conversation, and one of them is the word cash, and cash means money. Okay, Ahmed is saying that he's going around in circles. It means to think through many possibilities over and over without coming to a decision. So this is when he meant by going around in circles. He didn't make up his mind yet. Okay? He didn't decide. Now, what does it mean when you drive someone crazy? Okay? It means that you are greatly annoyed or irritated. Okay? You upset someone. Drive someone crazy. Okay, then he decided to go on a vacation, but he got cold feet. Or what does it mean if someone get cold feet? It means to decide not to do something because you are too scared or nervous. Or in other words, coward. Okay, get cold feet. Don't mind. Okay, when you do not mind something, it means that you are not annoyed or bothered by something. Afterwards, he said that he's gonna put the money aside for a rainy day. Okay, just in case he needs it. So to reserve something, usually money for a future need. So put something aside for a rainy day means, yes, to reserve something, and usually money for a future need. Now in the conversation, you had couple of sentences or expressions that are used when you are discussing your options. لما تناقش خياراتك. So he was saying, okay, we are just gonna go through them quickly. He said, at the same time, but then again, I could always. On the other hand, في المقابل, the alternative would be, البديل بيكون, what would you think about? So Ibrahim and Ahmed were discussing Ahmed's options and what he was willing to do with the money. كانوا يناقشون خيارات أحمد وش نيته برضو عشان يعني ماذا يفعل بالمال. So these are a couple of the expressions or sentences or probably questions or statement that you use when you are discussing your option. At the same time, but then again, I could always. On the other hand, the alternative would be, what would you think about? Okay, so you can just practice these and you put them in use and you put them in your daily conversation, because this will improve your speaking skill. إذا تدربتوا وحطيتوهم يعني وبدأتوا تستخدمون هذه الكلمات في محادثاتكم اليومية، راح تتطور مهاراتكم في التحدث. Okay, as well as the real talk expression. برضو بعد في real talk expression اللي تعلمناها اليوم ممكن تساعدكم كثير انكم تطورون من مهارة speaking عندكم. There are a couple of questions after the conversation that we are asked to answer, and I'm gonna answer one with you, and I believe that you are capable of answering the rest of the questions by yourself since that you have understood the conversation. راح أجاوب معكم سؤال واحد من الأسئلة، وأعتقد أنكم قادرين أنكم تجاوبون على بقية الأسئلة، خصوصا أن المحادثة الآن مفهومة بالنسبة لكم. Now the first question is asking you about what options is أحمد considering. What options؟ شو الخيارات اللي قاعد يفكر فيها أحمد؟ Okay, of course to do with the money، لها علاقة بالمبلغ اللي أخذه من أبوه كهدية تخرج. So he's considering buying a car, going on a vacation, and putting the money in the bank. So these are the options that Ahmed is considering regarding the money. Now we have reached the end of the lesson. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you do, don't forget to share the video, subscribe, and if you have any question of any kind, just leave it in the comment box below and leave me a thumb up. Till next time, have a good one.